Hi guys. I thought I'd do a little Q&A for you guys today. I screenshotted some questions that you guys asked me on one of my photos, and I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of those for you. How old are you? Well, I get this one so much. You guys really want to know how old I am. I'm 22. Yeah, me and Reese are both 22. What do you do for a living? Well, I have a fitness company. I sell fitness programs and meal plans, and yeah, that's how I earn a living. I also work with a couple of fitness brands, Gymshark and Women's Best. Gymshark is a clothing brand, and Women's Best is a supplement brand. Where did you and Reese meet? Okay. We first met at a bar. I was actually pretty intoxicated, not gonna lie. I was with a couple of girlfriends, and our friends were friends with his friends. When I first saw him, I went up to him and I grabbed his face and I was like, "You are so beautiful," because he was literally like the most beautiful man I ever saw. So it was kind of love at first sight. Honestly, I didn't remember the full night like all that clearly, but the next weekend I was going to a friend's party. He was actually like really good friends with the guy who was having the party, so he was there as well, which was just such a coincidence. And we just talked all night. We hung out together that whole night time at the party. We fell in love from there. We were just inseparable. He was obsessed with me. Like, he was, not gonna lie, pretty obsessed with me, but I was obsessed with him too. So when are you getting married? Well, I need to have a lot of time to plan the wedding. I can't wait to get married, but I think probably in like a year from now, because I'm gonna need all that time to plan my wedding. But I'm so excited. I would get married tomorrow if it was already planned. What is your ethnicity? I'm Australian and half Trinidadian as well. My mum is from Trinidad and Tobago, and my dad is from Australia. Yeah. What made you name Wolf Wolf? We were in the car one day and I just remember throwing it out there. I was like, Wolf. And I think Reese was like, at first, like, I don't think so. But then it grew on him and he was like, yeah. We had a few other names as well, but all the names that I liked were like really out there. A Wolf was the one we chose. Are you going to have more kids? Not right now. Honestly, two is just, I'm perfectly fine with two for now, but I would maybe have one a little further down the line when these two are a bit older. I would be open to having one more. Probably will. But yeah, no more than three. I don't think Reese would want more than three either. Did you have a C-section or a natural birth? Well, with Wolf, I had an emergency C-section. Got to the hospital, like, was planning on a natural birth. I was in so much pain. I was like rolling on the floor, crying, like begging for the epidural. Mind you, my whole pregnancy, I was like, I'm not gonna need an epidural. Like, no, like, I have such high pain threshold that I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna do it without drugs, nothing. I was so wrong. Like, I was begging for that epidural. I was like yelling at Reese, being like, "Where's the nurse? Like, give me the friggin' epidural." But yeah, as soon as I had that epidural, they were monitoring Wolf's heartbeat, and every time I had a contraction, it was going down. So my doctor was like, "He's in a bit of distress. We're gonna have to get you in to have a C-section." And I was like, "No worries, like, get the baby out of me." And then with Saskia, I wanted a natural birth the whole pregnancy. I was planning on a natural birth, but when we got to the end of the pregnancy, we found out I had a condition called polyhydramnios. It's just when there's a lot of extra fluid around the baby, the amniotic fluid. We had heaps of tests and stuff for that because there's a few like scary things that can usually cause it, but thank God nothing was wrong because of that, because of how big I was and just all the complications. They were like, "We think it's definitely best you have a C-section," and especially because the births were so close together. booked that in, and I had her at 37 weeks, 5 days, and the C-section all went well, except after I had a bit of a complication. My scar split, part of it like this big, like wouldn't heal. So I've been getting it dressed and packed every day for like the first month, and I've only just stopped doing that, so it's finally closed off. Thank goodness. It was really frustrating having to go to the doctors every single day. Difference between pregnancies. Wolf's pregnancy was so easy. It was just like, felt like I wasn't even pregnant really. And then with Saskia, it was like so uncomfortable every day. Like I didn't have morning sickness with either of them, which was lucky, but it was just like I was so big, I was so tired, I was just like could not wait to just have her already. What is your all-time favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time is definitely Titanic. Honestly, I've watched it probably more than 20 times, a couple of times in a row. I'm probably gonna go watch it right after this. No, I'm not. But I honestly could. Like, I'll probably actually watch it tonight. I love it so much. Like, I actually just want to marry Leonardo DiCaprio. He's so adorable. What happened to your dog? You guys asked this so much, so I finally put it out there. Reese really wanted a dog, so we got her. She's so cute, like the cutest little puppy. As soon as we brought her home, thought more about it. I was pregnant with Saskia, and I was just like, I know I'm gonna be the one that ends up like having to do everything for this puppy, feeding it, taking it for walks, cleaning it up after it. So I was like, Reese, not happening. Like, we have another baby coming. We cannot deal with a puppy right now. Like, down the line we'll get one. So we found a nice little couple to come take her, and yeah, she's in a nice home now. Were your babies planned? Well, Wolf was not planned. He was definitely a little surprise. Yeah, I think when we found out, we were both in a bit of shock. I don't think I could even speak, and Reese looked like he was about to pass out. After we like processed the initial shock, we were both really excited. And Saskia was planned. We were like, well, let's just get another one out of the way, so then Wolf has a little friend to play with. And I didn't realize like how hard it would actually be, but it's so worth it. I'm glad we had both of them, and they're the most beautiful, amazing thing that's ever happened to us. What do you think about plastic surgery, and have you ever had any surgeries? No, I've never had any surgeries, but what I think about it, honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with people doing that if that's what they want to do. Would I have plastic surgery? Honestly, after breastfeeding 2 babies, my boobs are not that great anymore, so I probably would get a boob job at some point. Where did you grow up? I grew up in a few different places. We moved around a little bit. When I was in primary school, the main place I lived was a place called Currumbin Valley. It was like all mountains and grass, and our school had like 100 people all up, our primary school. But it was a lot of fun. Like, it was just a very simple life. Like, we went camping all the time. We spent all the time outdoors. It was really like the opposite to the life that I live now, but it was amazing growing up like that. Do you have brothers and sisters? Yes, I have. How many? I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. My sisters are Amy and Emily, are my older sisters, and my younger sisters are Starlet and Ava, and my younger brothers are Henri and Maximus. Shout out to my mom, like 7 babies. I could never do that ever. Like, I loved having heaps of brothers and sisters growing up, but like, no. How do I find time to work out? Well, at the moment I can't work out yet, since it hasn't been 6 weeks since I had my C-section. Honestly, it's not about finding time, it's about making time. Sometimes if that means I have to get up at 5 a.m. to fit it in, or if I have to do it after dinner, you just gotta make time. Before I had the baby, I would work out when Reese could watch Wolf. But now that we have 2, I'm going to get a babysitter to come watch them so we can both go to the gym. But yeah, before that, I only worked out when Reese could watch the babies, and we also had a home gym for a while, which is helpful, but I honestly prefer working out in an actual gym. It motivates me more. I can hear that my little baby boy is waking up, so I'm gonna go get him and be right back. Say hi to the camera. Look who just woke up. Say hi. Yeah, there's a boat out there. Okay, what was I up to? What is my favorite makeup brand? I use so many different brands. I honestly, like, it would be so hard for me to pick a favorite. I might do another video with all the makeup I'm using at the moment for you guys. It's too much to fit in this video, right? Am I right? Am I right? Bye. How long have me and Reese been together? We've been together like 3 years. Well, longer than 3 years. Wait, how old's Wolf? We weren't together for that long before we found out we were pregnant with Wolf, actually. Probably just like a couple months. That sounds so bad, but we were actually like so in love. Like, we knew we wanted to be together forever anyway already. Like, I'm pretty sure Reese told me he was in love with me like a week after we met. And I didn't say it back. No, I'm kidding, I did. I'm gonna go put some food in this one's belly. That's all the questions for now. But I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better. Oh, and make sure you subscribe and comment and like all those cool things. Bye.